exercise and eat right and sleep right and do all the right things. But if their nervous system is confused, they might not make the most use of that, and they might even sometimes get opposite results. What I'm doing is finding out where the body is tired, why it's tired, what needs to be handled in what order, and then what it needs. The first thing I do is to talk to them and ask them about their history, what have they been through, and that sort of thing. And I want them to feel very comfortable, and building a trust is extremely important. I know that sometimes when people go to various doctors, they don't really have that connection. And I want people to understand that I'm hearing them and that I care. What I do then is teach them how to do the muscle testing. I also do a test called a heart rate variability test. Many people use this test in their daily lives. They might have an Oura Ring or some kind of gadget that tells them about the variability in their heart rate. The machine that I use tells me even more than that. It tells me whether there is some interference with the nervous system and in what way it has interference. After that, I do a series of muscle tests that tell me the assessment of the organs. It tells me how the nervous system is doing. Can the person heal well? Can the person understand what they're doing? I need to find that out before I start assigning supplements to them, because I don't want them to buy supplements from me and then not be able to utilize them. I only want them getting things from me that they're going to be able to utilize. So I go through on that first visit, touching different organs. So how's your brain? How are your eyes? How's your thyroid? How's your heart? How's your liver? And so on. And I push down on their arm, and if those organs are okay, if there's not too much stress on them, then their arm will stay locked. If there's some stress on them that doesn't allow a little bit more stress, then their arm is going to go down. As I said before, I'm not diagnosing anything. What I'm doing is finding out where the body is tired, why it's tired, what needs to be handled in what order, and then what it needs. I want to make sure that everybody knows that with nutrition response testing, with muscle testing, there's no diagnosis going on here. So I'm not a pseudo-medical doctor. I'm not trying to tell you that you have some disease. That's not useful in my field, in that what we're doing is supporting the body to heal itself. When the person comes back to me for their report of findings, which usually occurs on a second visit, they learn what I know about them in terms of what organs are tired and what they need and so on. Then we either agree to go forward with the program or we don't agree to go forward with a program. I don't accept everybody for care because I only want to take care of people who are really in with both feet. I want it to make sense to them, and I want it to be effective. Sometimes people will not want to do the whole program. The program involves coming back on a regular basis, taking supplements, keeping a food journal, and so on. And most of the people who don't decide to go forward with the nutrition response testing program might come in for chiropractic or advanced allergy therapeutics or a heart sound recorder small program or something like that. And those are just other ways that I have to help people to get well. Nutrition response testing is the most in-depth and the most, I think of it almost as the most holistic way of looking at the body, in that it looks at everything so in-depth. So we work together usually for about 3 months or so on a regular basis. We see each other weekly most often, and I'm checking every single week to make sure that they're getting better. Every single patient of mine is an individual, and I treat them as such, and I'm very respectful of the whole process, and I do expect them to respect the process too, or to say, no, I'm not quite ready to do this.